Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for watching last episode. Thank you for all the comments and all the love you guys are showing me. Let me show you what the update is and what we're doing. I wasn't here for when Sasha was doing this modification, but I'll tell you exactly how he came to do this and what exactly this is from. Look at this side too. It looks pretty freaking good. Okay, so the actual bushings and the housing of the bushings is from a lower control arm, 2011 Land Rover LR4. We just replaced control arms on one, and we've noticed that the bushings are actually very similar in size that we need. So he measured the distance that we need, ended up cutting it and welding it on. So amazing job here. Obviously we're gonna test fit it and then go on from there, but this should be a good fit. You can see the bolt, the nut here is gonna clear, the distance is gonna be all good. So let's see how it's gonna be when we fit it in. Okay, what you guys see is the E24 subframe, and the setup is already in. Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to record too much yesterday when Sasha was modifying it. I had a few shots, but I had to go. I wasn't around for the whole day. This is how it turned out. As you guys can see, it's perfect, the distance, and we'll show you the whole stance is wider, 2 centimeters each side. So this is exactly what we wanted to do. We wanted to make it sit a little bit wider, so for our future wide body kit we wouldn't need to put spacers, or at least put less. Major difference right there is the flange to the rear diff, so we're gonna have to make another drive shaft, but that's not a big deal. We're sending it out today, tomorrow. Not sure how long they're gonna take, so we're gonna be basically just waiting on the drive shaft before we can install it and go for a drive. If you guys remember from the previous episodes, we already had the drive shaft made, but it was different flange. Because we swapped to an E34, the flange is actually different, so we have to redo it again. But this is what happens when you're doing builds and stuff like that. Not everything is final until it's final, if you know what I mean. So, okay, and this is the drive shaft. If you guys remember from before, we had to make this one custom made. This mounts into our tranny right now, and this is to the current, well, not current, the old setup. The flange, as you guys can see on the E34, is completely different. So we're gonna get the drive shaft shop, cut it, and just weld it in. That's gonna give us a new drive shaft. I don't know if you guys can actually see, but it sits quite a bit wider. I can actually see the difference. It's about 2 centimeters on each side. Yeah, you can definitely see it. So, love the stance is gonna be wider. It's gonna give us better handling actually. Just overall, the feeling of the drive is gonna be closer to the E34 drive, if you guys know how they feel like. Good morning, everybody. We gotta push the car back in. We're waiting for our draft shaft, and right now we're gonna modify our exhaust. Now, meanwhile, check out these guys pushing. Alright, they're doing all right. Not bad, not bad. Alright, not too bad this time, but still. They're getting better, guys. What can I do? Let's go! These guys don't know how to push, I swear. I'm trying. Oh yeah, nice. Nice. Good job. today's plan is to remodify the exhaust. We gotta rerun that and install the cooling pump for the intercooler. And basically we're just gonna, after that, we're gonna have to wait for the drive shaft to come back to go on a test drive. If we get the drive shaft back tomorrow, we're still gonna have time to install it and go for a drive. Hopefully spin some tires, or not, we'll see. Okay, so while Sasha is doing the exhaust, modifying that, I wanted to introduce you guys to another car. Check it out. This thing here is my friend Orhan's car. It has hydraulic brake booster. It's not vacuum. And there's not enough. We're kind of screwed right now. We ran into big issues. He also works with us. This is a 93 Supra. It's his personal car. It is a JDM, as you guys can see. If you guys don't know what JDM is, it stands for Japan Domestic Market. So those cars are produced for Japan market only. This car was obviously imported. It's a right-hand drive. And it is just in a mint shape. Obviously, we've got a 6-speed manual in there. No f***ing around. He just did the upholstery on it. Interior, look at this. It's freaking gorgeous. Real leather, stitched. It's beautiful. So Supras were produced from 93 to 2002. With the JDM market, I believe this one was pushing 280 horsepower around there, and the North American one pushes about 320. We are actually going to do some work on this later on. We're going to be doing a clutch, rebuilding the transmission probably, and maybe a few more mods depending on what Orhan's going to want to do here. And of course the legendary 2JZ. Not much updates here, but it is definitely a fun car. If you guys look at the condition of, just insane. A very well preserved car too. And of course it's got the Gretty blow off valve right there. I don't know, this sound is just something else. And I think the next upgrade that he wants to do on it are the wheels. These are pretty good in my opinion, but he's got something else coming, so can't wait to see what that's gonna be. Very well done. It was done by our neighbors. I actually don't know their company name, but if you guys are here and want to know, I'll find out for you guys. It's perfect. It's not too loud. It's just perfect in my opinion. I don't know, this is just a beautiful car. You guys let me know. I can do a full walk around and a review on this too. $133K. It's very low and it is real. Okay, and this model is actually one of the few that has the active spoiler. I'll show you what that is right now. Okay, so this is what happens. The spoiler comes out. It comes out at 80 kilometers an hour. This is super cool feature. Not all of them had it. And it's pretty cool in my opinion. Guys, mind you, it's a 93, so don't forget. Do not forget what 93 was. Most of you guys weren't even born probably that are watching. The rest of you guys were probably 5 years old or 25. Sasha said the exhaust work is done, so we are ready to go. It's done. So this is a Mark IV Supra. It's got that 2JZ in there. The funny part is that our B58 is also in a Supra, but the Mark V. So technically our E24 is a Supra, or you know what I mean. If you guys are wondering why I actually said that, is because the B58 that we are installing, the donor was a Beamer 340, yes, it was a F30, but the B58 is also installed in the Mark V Supras. So all the new Supras, they're pretty much built, mostly built by BMW. It's got a lot of, I would say mostly BMW the new Supra Mark V, what happened was BMW and Toyota engineers came together and said, hey, let's make something. They made something and it became legendary. I don't know who had something to do with this, either Toyota or BMW. In my opinion, both of them are absolutely great companies, and that's what happened when they merged together. Yes, BMW and Toyota did merge together, guys. Alright guys, so we didn't actually get the draft shaft back this week, so we can't put it in and take it for a drive. Exhaust work is not finished yet. Thanks for tuning in this episode. We're gonna show you guys next episode. Hopefully we're gonna have the draft shaft back and the exhaust. Thanks again. If you guys are liking what I'm doing, please subscribe and comment. Robot D.
Checking out.